Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can deny a day or two be wild.
Okay, are we good? I think so. We're so close to each other. Yo, hi. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mandisa and I'm back with another video. And as you can see today, somebody's cramping my style. She's literally all up in my frame. I don't even have room to do anything, right? Because even the camera is focusing on her and Jay, right? But anyway, yeah, I have a very special guest here with me today to come and record my first collaboration video, and I have Momma Bear. So first things first, Mama. Yeah. Don't look at yourself in the viewfinder. Don't look at yourself there. Look at the lens, because it's going to get confusing. It still does the same thing to me. I find myself looking at the viewfinder instead of looking at the lens, but we're supposed to look at the lens, right? Not the viewfinder.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want me to introduce you, because
it's your space. Even though I'm cramping it, like you just said, you do the honors.
Okay, guys, this is my mom. Yeah, I'm an only child. Full stop. But yeah, this is my mom, aka my best friend, aka my ride or die, aka my homie for life. She's really awesome. She does other things. She does have a job. You know, she has other friends. But she's basically she's my mom. And so we're going to be doing a video together today. We're just having an interesting conversation over late breakfast, because one thing about us, we don't eat on time. And we found ourselves talking about women that like being picked. The pick me girls, né? We had differing opinions about it, but I thought maybe then we could do an unpopular opinion video, just so that we can expound on the different opinions that we have about stuff, right? So I then randomly just got on BuzzFeed and looked for 17 unpopular opinions, and just like to check out how my mom and I would, you know, fare in terms of opinions, whether we believe those opinions or we don't, or we have a certain differing opinion about the unpopular opinion. So I believe that this article from BuzzFeed was actually done within maybe the last 12 months or so. So maybe some of these things will still be relevant. So before we get into it, two things. Firstly, please give this video a thumbs up. Like the video if you like the content, share it if you can, because as you know, I'm trying to get as many subscribers as possible. I'm trying to grow my YouTube space, and those likes really go a long way. That's what motivates me to keep recording content. If I be posting a video and y'all be giving me 10 views and 2 likes, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so I'm just saying, please motivate me by sharing this video. If you are a friend of mine and you haven't shared or watched, like, I don't know, we're not friends. Anyway, moving to the second thing I wanted to do before we get into the unpopular opinions. I went to Besco Hyper yesterday and got some boba tea, some boba sweet tea. So I want my mom to try it. I didn't think she'd like it, but she's really adamant on trying it. So I want her to try it, and she's gonna react live. So I think you should try mine, because it's got a lot more boba inside. This is like the granadilla flavor.
Okay. It's good.
Did you taste the boba?
What is the boba, by the way?
Did you eat? I think it's like
some slimy stuff.
Yeah, like a little flavor pod. I think the shell is made out of gelatin or something. I'm not sure.
Well, for me, it doesn't taste that outrageous, because I've eaten these chia seeds.
Chia seeds.
Chia seeds.
I understand those things.
And they're also slimy.
Yeah.
Especially when you wet them and everything. So for me, it's okay. But it's extremely sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet tea.
And I thought it would be a bit sourish because of the granadilla, but it's okay. It's nice. I like it.
Okay. All right. So I think it would give me some of the bobas, because they're just at the bottom there.
No, I have some.
Okay.
Ew. Okay. I just said something. Are they a bit bitter? Do they have a bitter taste to it?
Not really. They're just as sweet. Just maybe not as sweet as the actual tea itself.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Moving right along, guys. So here I have a list of unpopular opinions as... Wow, this is from a while back. This is actually from a BuzzFeed article, yeah. 2019. So it's like 4 years ago. It's not that crazy. Alright, so the first unpopular opinion is that marriage is strictly business. What do you think about that?
So do I think that marriage is strictly business?
Yeah, like it's an unpopular opinion, but it's a warranted opinion. Like marriage is strictly, like it's a warranted one, even though it's unpopular.
Some marriages are strictly business.
Okay, some marriages are strictly business, and some are strictly not business.
Yes,
but I know because it's an unpopular opinion, we're generalizing,
okay.
right? So we're saying, all in all, people are getting married. Some are poor, some are rich, right? But point blank, at the end of the day, marriage is strictly business. That's what the unpopular opinion is saying. Yes, there may be some, or there are people out there who think it's not. But the unpopular opinion is that marriage is strictly business.
Yeah, I would go with that. That is an unpopular opinion. Yeah, which means that most people don't view marriage as a business. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I go for that. I truly agree with the unpopular thingy.
That it is strictly business.
No, I mean that. What I want to say is, I agree that it is an unpopular opinion. Yeah, which means I don't believe that marriage is strictly business.
Okay, got you. Point blank, I don't believe that. Marriage is not strictly business. And then the second one is a relationship is not exclusive until you say it is.
Guys, I'm just being put on the spotlight here.
By the way, Lena, I didn't read these. So Lena, they're hitting me like a ton of bricks.
Okay, so a relationship is strictly not exclusive.
Yes, until that it'd be an exclusive relationship.
Maybe I overthink things, and before I don't know, I like to understand context and things like that. But it's okay, I'll just play it right along. I get confused whether to say in any case. It's if I say it's true, it means I agree with the unpopular thing. No, it's not true. Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is, when you're in a relationship, you don't necessarily have to say we're exclusive. The mere fact that we're in a relationship means we're exclusive. Yeah. Right? We've got no business calling it a relationship if we then have to go and say we're exclusive. Totally agree with you on that one. By the way, we're obviously going to be agreeing a lot because you know what, she raised me. So I probably have like transference of values and stuff, but okay. This one is going to need a little bit more context, so I'm going to read a tweet from Cassidy, some lady called Cassidy. And it says single parent priorities. That's the unpopular opinion, right? And then she says, if you're a parent, you should not be jumping into relationship after relationship. Your number one priority should be your relationship with your kid. If someone is so quick to date you and take all your time when you could be applying it towards your kid, then they don't give a F about your kid, period. Okay. So a single parent's priority is their kid before their relationship.
Oh, so the minority of the population said that.
The minority, of the population said when your single parent priorities should be your kid. No, in this case, yes. If you are a parent, you should not be jumping into a relationship after relationship. Your number one priority should be your kid. So that's the unpopular opinion, that the only priority that you have in your life is your kid. While the popular opinion is that you've got other priorities maybe above your kid.
On this one, I agree with the minority.
Your kid over everything, right? Everything comes second. Okay, do I agree with that? Yeah, I think I kind of do. You know what? Okay, on this one, I think I'm half-half, because I feel like a happy child, a happy parent, right? So obviously your kid is the priority, but not so much that you end up neglecting yourself and all the other needs. Because if you are grumpy because you're not loved, you're not being given attention, then you're just a horrible parent to the kid. And so even if the kid is all you're doing, you're not really being, the best.
Okay, let me chip in on that. I agree that obviously you cannot say you're giving your child priority if you're not taking care of yourself. Taking care of your child means you have to be whole too. You have to be a wholesome being. So obviously if I'm grumpy, if I'm frustrated, then I can't do a good job taking care of my child. So for me, I think in a way, your child being a priority sort of like becomes the driving force to ensure that you become a wholesome person.
Okay.
Because if they are not a priority, then obviously you know that even if you don't take care of yourself, if you're grumpy and stuff like that, then it doesn't matter, it ends with you. But if you know that it's going to transfer to the child one way or the other, then you definitely do something about it.
Yeah, I think maybe also it's more about, not in a selfish way, right? But number one priority should be yourself, so that you are 100% to be the best version of yourself to your kid, right? Yeah. So the third one says, everyone you dated before adulthood doesn't count. Adulthood. Can adulthood what mama? Adulthood what like maybe after 25. Because I know that one's not
21.
After 21. Ooh, yeah. I don't know.
No, but then
Okay, I think I have I have an answer for this one.
Oh wow. So everyone you dated before adulthood doesn't count.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Oh,
that's unpopular, right?
I disagree with that.
Yeah,
they count.
I disagree with that too, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're just people in your life that you dated before adulthood or before you were 21 that had an impact in your life, that changed your life forever. For instance, my mom and my dad.
Hey, I knew that was coming.
Like, this one does not apply. It depends on how you connect with people, like throughout your life, and sometimes it's going to be more impactful. It's going to change your life. Sometimes it will be stuck with you forever. But yeah, I think that unpopular opinion is totally
well, not even sometimes it's going to be stuck with you forever. It always sticks with you forever.
Yeah, true.
You can never undo.
Yeah.
Whether it's psychologically or whether it's physical. Exactly, but but one way or the other, they affected you one way or the other, whether positively or negatively. I mean, there are always repercussions to our actions, guys. Yeah. Okay. Whether we like them or we don't like them, but it's kind of like a cause-effect thing. You do something, something's gotta give.
I guess. Yeah. So, what are the totals? The total. Wow, mom. Wow.
Because I mean, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Wow. Oh, okay. So the fifth one is. I love this one. It's such a gem. Wow. Quality content. Your partner isn't responsible for your happiness. Totally agree with that one.
Yep.
We don't even need to go in. This one, happiness is an inside job, guys. So there's absolutely no way you're gonna abdicate the responsibility of what is for your partner or your husband or your children even.
If you do that, then you're setting yourself up for failure, 100%.
Then the other one here says, this is a very controversial one also. Khati. Okay. Your boyfriend should not stop you from finding your husband.
Wow. Interesting. Kana, it's all about my opinion. I agree, I don't agree. I
agree or disagree?
Which means if I disagree, it means they should stop me. If I agree, then yes, my boyfriend shouldn't stop me.
That's right. That's the one.
There's a reason why I'm laughing.
That's the one.
Oh wow.
So should he or should he not?
Oh wow. They shouldn't.
Good. Don't explain. No, it's not time for the story time. Don't explain. Number 7 says, love and comfort are very easy to confuse.
Yeah.
Agree? Yeah. Sometimes comfort isn't love. Okay, not sometimes. Comfort isn't love and love isn't comfort. Though you may find yourself comfortable where you are loved, the two are not the same.
Sometimes you are uncomfortable where you are loved. Yeah.
Okay. Number 8 says, just because I don't post mine, it doesn't mean I ain't got one. So this is just about not posting relationship stuff on social media.
True.
So you agree that just because I post it doesn't mean I ain't got it? Or like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I agree with that one too. Okay. Wow. Okay, this one says polyamory is not the fix to your toxic behavior in monogamous relationships, meaning that having more than one partner does not solve any problems.
Yeah.
You agree? Yeah, I guess I agree too.
Because the moment it becomes polyamorous, then it means there's intimacy involved. Yeah. So,
okay.
Doesn't.
Because I mean, if you're already having a challenge with the one relationship, imagine the stress of the two. So
and also
okay,
the effects that come with all those things.
Number 10 says my relationship with God is more important to me than any other relationship that I have.
True.
God over a partner.
True.
Yeah, that one's true. I mean, it's like if you are a Christian, right? You believe that God created everything and everything good, everything that is gonna serve you for the better. Why would you want to mess up your relationship with the source of all the good stuff and then focus on the little like outcomes? Why not like be good with the source, because that means you can always have like an endless supply of whatever good things that you have in your life.
That's true.
So I think that's why God literally trumps everything, right? Yeah. Number 11 says checking each other's texts is bad in a relationship.
Oh, it is bad.
Okay, it is bad.
It's bad. I mean, I'm a firm believer of that. The moment you feel the need to check, then there's something that is not right. Yeah, I believe that your partner should be able to sort of like not create any suspicion around whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
You also should be able to trust them. So where there's an issue of having to check, there's always something that pushes you to do that.
Yeah.
So get to the root cause of that, because it won't solve anything.
Yeah.
Really.
True. Don't be going through your partner's phones, guys.
It's not worth it.
As the old adage goes, you will find what you're looking for.
Exactly. It's not worth it.
Don't do
I
it.
know we love, like most people are really tempted to do it, and it takes really a great self-control not to do it. But
yeah, okay. Number 12 says the unpopular opinion is that it's good to argue. Yeah,
it is.
yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of people just don't know that there's a healthy way and an unhealthy way of having confrontation. So you need to be fighting or like arguing the right way. There's a right way and a wrong way of doing it. But all in all, it's really important because you can't be agreeing on everything. Like if you have a red flag, guys. If we're agreeing on everything, then it's a red flag. Then maybe somebody's not being completely honest about how they feel about certain things, or somebody is prioritizing the other person's opinion over the other, right? And in a relationship, it's supposed to be, a mutual situation. So I honestly, I don't think it's normal for people not to argue. So it is really good to argue.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you find yourselves not arguing, then know there's something very, very wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can argue with those that you were born with, your family, what more about somebody that was brought up differently from you, different value system sometimes and everything like that. So different mindsets, I mean, we think differently, having different perceptions and things like that. So the moment you find yourself in a relationship where there are hardly ever any arguments, then
red flag.
There's something definitely wrong.
Interesting that you should say that. I think, like I said earlier, that there's a healthy way of doing it. My mom and I usually engage in these really intense conversations, and sometimes it's not like we agree. Sometimes we're just like chopping, but we're actually arguing about stuff. But because we do it in a very healthy way, like we're not belittling anybody's opinions, we're not rubbishing anybody's thoughts, it usually just sounds like but usually from those conversations we learn like a lot about like where the other person is coming from, and sometimes it's an entire mind shift change, like where you realize what you've been thinking, very small thinking, but because of that engagement now, like your perspective is a bit widened. So arguing is really healthy. Yeah. And then number 13 wow. Number 13 says, if you can't handle distance, then it ain't real. What an unpopular opinion.
Oh yeah, Ghana is about me.
Hey, your opinion matters.
Yeah. I agree with that. Me, myself, and I agree with that.
If you can't handle
then it's not
long
real.
distance, then it's not real. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't necessarily agree, because I think people are different, people's attachment styles are different, people's connection styles are different. So there are people that really can't do long distance, not because they're not down for their person, but just because that's just how they understand love, or they understand relationships to be, right? So if they can't handle the long distance, then they probably shouldn't do it. Not that it's not real, maybe. But okay, if they can't handle long distance, then maybe that person is not for them, or the time is not right. Not that it's not real or that their feelings are genuine, because you know, for you to be able to really connect with your partner, you need like physical, interactions with them. That's a priority for you, and you know you're going to struggle to connect with them when they're far. So that means maybe that connection or that person may not be your person. Not your feelings for them are not real.
Okay. One thing that I want to understand is I don't think that it becomes a long distance thing out of choice. Sometimes you start off a relationship being together, but due to some circumstances you are forced to part. So I mean, how then do you balance the two?
Okay, I think it makes sense now. Not being able to handle long distance. Okay, for instance, for people, maybe couples that are married and they were living together, right? And they were together, they didn't have the whole distance issue in the past, right? And then something major comes, and the other one gets a job like out of like the country or really far away, because of life and the way life is set up. They have to go, so they pack their stuff and leave. Then not being able, or go to the distance between them, right? Them handling it may involve them making another sacrifice in their life, maybe to go see their partner more frequently, right? But I'm not just let's put it in my situation. I'm not just going to sit at home because I'm trying to power through the relationship because our relationship is strong. If I need to go there every single weekend because distance for me, like,
you can't handle it,
then that's what I'm going to do, right? But it's not, me not being able to handle distance does not belittle the relationship or the feelings that I have for my partner or my commitment to my partner. But if I know distance is a thing for me, and I don't do the work, and I sit there and I say long distance doesn't work for me, and then the relationship failed, then yes, it wasn't real.
Yeah, but then for me, there's a thin line between what you're saying, and you said two different points there. So for me, the thing that makes it real for me is the work and the sacrifice that you put to it. Because I believe that when a relationship is real, there has to be work that you put in to make it work. So if I can't sacrifice certain things to make it work, then maybe I should really question myself about it being real. Yeah, because I fully understand that anything can happen. I mean, circumstances can change from it being where we live together and then one of us has to go away. But let me put in the work. So I think me saying that what the thing is saying,
that if you can't handle it, then it ain't real.
Yeah, for me saying I can't handle it, because work at it. Work at it. And I think it's an easy way of getting out of the relationship to say, long distance. I mean, come on.
Grow up.
Put in the work. If it means in a month, alternate the weekends, do the work. Next time, then do the work. Okay, agreed.
If
it means calling each other every now and then, let's do that.
Agreed. Okay, all right. Number 14 says, going to sleep mad isn't so bad. Controversial one. I'm 50-50 on this one. Okay, like maybe 60-40.
You're going to sleep
mad. Isn't so bad.
It's bad, guys.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's bad. I mean, I know that sometimes we are not able to get over our hurt feelings. Yeah, at being mad at somebody instantaneously, but it's important to talk it over before you guys go to bed. Yeah. So I for me that's what's important. Yeah. But at least rather than not saying anything about it at all, and then deciding to just go to sleep over the matter. I mean, for me, let's talk about it, even though we may not get into the nitty-gritties or sort of like fully resolve it. Yeah, fully resolve it, but just the acknowledgement of saying, you know what, I'm mad because of this and that, and then the other party also acknowledges if they've done you bad or something like that. Yeah, do something about it.
True. I think also in a relationship, when, like, how you feel about your partner, your commitment to your partner trumps everything else, to the point where even when I'm mad at them, the only person that can make me feel better is them. And when you're married, it's not like you have people in the house. It's literally sometimes it's just you and that person. And how I really love to talk. Imagine I'm mad at my husband from like before dinner and I'm not talking. Can you imagine me just sitting there not talking on my phone scrolling, and I'm dying to tell him something, you know? So I think it is like there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking as much time as you need to process something and move on from something, but going to sleep mad, man, like it says, it just says a lot. For instance, if you have go to sleep rituals, like, you know, if you guys pray and then you maybe like give each other like a good night kiss, even though I know you are mad at me from the conversation we were having earlier, and then you maybe don't ask us to pray, and then you don't kiss me, I feel like at that point it's clear you don't want me anymore.
Want me.
Yeah. So I agree that we don't agree with this unpopular opinion that going to sleep
mad is okay.
Mad is okay. Number 15 says dating to marry is not good. So let me give context. The tweet from, I think this is Ellie Gray. She says, the dating to marry mindset can often lead to settling and is overall just a toxic way to go about dating. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, totally, I don't even think.
So, dating to marry is bad.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that one. I don't.
I think it's a given. So what are we doing?
I don't agree with that one. Yeah, exactly. That's the question. What are we doing? Because
it also goes back to even when you are young and you're dating like at your young age, right? Even when you're still young, you may not be dating to get married there at 16, 17. But you're obviously dating to learn things that are like values for you or things that you like for being married. Could even that information there from when you were still a teenager is the same information that is going to be important when you're choosing a partner at your big age and you are ready to marry. I really don't think we're just dating for fun, guys. That is so.
And also it helps. I mean, if it's sort of like it can keep you away from falling into a lot of pitfalls at a very young age. You know, you're not ready. I mean, some of us were brought up that way, even though we made certain decisions, but we were brought up that way, that if you're not ready to be a wife to somebody and they're not ready to be a husband to you, then you don't have any business doing those things.
What are you doing?
Because the end result of a relationship between a man and a woman
is kids.
Is kids to get married.
Okay, so the 16th unpopular opinion says not agreeing on politics is worthy of warranting a breakup. No.
No. Nope.
No. Politics.
I mean, guys,
Politics.
there are so many things that you can or do disagree on, and you put politics at the
But
pinnacle of a relationship thingy.
okay, I may look, I just feel like we were saying earlier that it's okay to argue, that this may be one of those things. It's okay to disagree. There's absolutely what would be the point? That's like, we can't all, why would I marry myself? No. I need somebody who has a different opinion on certain things to just balance it out. But I also understand why this maybe in like other countries could be such a big issue, because politics sometimes speaks to issues like of abortion, pro-choice, and all of those things, right? So sometimes when somebody says I'm a Republican, or somebody says it's like, so you believe in this, that, and the third, right? And then that means now we're questioning issues of identity, we're questioning issues of whether people are pro-choice or like, I can see how politics in other countries, because it's really clear where like the other parties are standing, why it could be like, if I'm married to this person, then he doesn't agree with certain things in my life. Right, and I don't want to get into the details because I'm not trying to.
Well, yeah,
you get me.
No, but I still feel no.
Like that means I'm married to somebody who maybe believes in like that in capital punishment. Where like if they agree with a certain political stance that they believe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe.
Hey, but then I think that is why it's there in unpopular things. Yeah. So, but I think it all boils down to what do you think? Yeah, not about what others think. I think the reason why it's there in that list is because there are obviously some people buying the politics, like you were saying.
And then to end off this unpopular opinions video is a very controversial one. It says cheating isn't something to be forgotten or forgiven. It is an automatic relationship ender. Is cheating a forgivable mistake? That's what the question really should be.
Hey, wait. Wow. But like I'm saying, it all boils down to how no. Huh? Is it a forgivable mistake?
Can you forgive somebody for cheating?
Can I forgive somebody for cheating on me? I can. I can. And I think I can. Let me not try and no, I can. I can. It's sad, but it's one of those tough things. I can, but I can.
I can totally see it though. Like, is it, what I feel like with big things like this, because cheating is a big thing, right? I think with things like this, it's good to have a stance, right? But then when it happens, it's different, right? Because there can be so many like things around it. There could be so many other issues brewing, and then the cheating happens, right? So I feel like, I don't want to say it differs from circumstance to circumstance, but it is a huge red flag. Like, cheating is a big red flag, and it's a deal breaker. But I mean, practically speaking, is it something that can be forgiven? Yes. Is it easy? No, right? Is it a relationship ender? I don't think so.
And I want to maybe differ with you. You said something to the effect that maybe there may be circumstances that led to that. for me, cheating is not justifiable. It can never be justifiable for me. Yeah. But can I forgive it? Yes. But can somebody justify why they did it? No. Because I feel that I don't need somebody to tell me the reasons why they had to cheat. I don't think there should ever be a reason strong enough that validates you cheating on me.
Okay.
But can it happen? Yes. And can I forgive it? Yes.
Probably.
But don't come to me and say you have, because when it becomes justifiable, it's more like I now need to make a decision based on the strength of whatever pointers that you have to justify what you did.
Okay.
And for me, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
anybody has a right to impose anything on me as to why I should
Okay,
forgive
I
them.
think, okay, well, I not at that level, but I feel like sometimes cheating generally is just like it's a red flag, right? It's a huge issue, and more often than not, people get away with it. Should it be a relationship ender? If it's that big of a deal to you, yes, then it really should be a relationship ender. But if it's something that you feel like you can move past from, totally good, do your thing. The reason why, for me, I feel like there can be circumstances around it, right? Maybe this is a bit toxic, but if there was a falling out on my bit, right, the person that I'm being cheated on, right?
Falling out in terms
If
of-
maybe the stuff that I should have been doing that I didn't do, or maybe things that I did, maybe I neglected my partner entirely altogether, and maybe was entertaining somebody else, even though maybe it did, emotionally cheating, they ending up neglecting my partner. It's not grounds. The reason why it happened isn't what should make me forgive them. But now I know better, right? That 1, 2, 3, 4 can actually lead to this person ending up cheating. Not that it's my fault that they cheated, right? But I should take my accountability in creating an environment that allowed for it to happen, right? And I'm saying this because this is gonna warrant a story time altogether. I'll talk about it some other time on my channel, where the situation was just too ideal. It's like, how bacteria grows. If it's moist, if it's like, then the bacteria is going to grow and the stuff is going to go bad. Versus in a vacuum situation where there's absolutely no room. All the measures have been put in place, to stop the cheating.
Good, but then I'm like, if let's say we are partners, if I realize that you are creating that kind of atmosphere where I can end up cheating on you, why don't we talk about it first?
It's not always that easy.
Why don't we try and resolve that issue first?
Yeah.
Because if I don't want to cheat on you, then I definitely will bring it up.
Yeah.
And also let you know before I step out of our relationship that you are pushing me to the edge here. Yeah. So please, can you please
Get your stuff together, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay?
put yourself together, because what you're doing right now, you are literally,
Where's
I'm
the
at
before and
the edge.
after?
I'm at the edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
And if this thing continues, I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than me keeping quiet and saying, you know what, can't she see what she's doing? So that's why I'm saying it for me, there's no justification whatsoever.
I hear you. But is it forgivable?
Like I said, it is.
Yeah.
Because forgiving somebody is
Hey.
it's not about the other person.
Yo.
It's a personal thing.
Forgiving the person.
Yeah. So it's not
a me
about
thing.
Yeah, it's a me thing. It's not about you.
But okay, fine.
It's about
Look, this conversation obviously is very broad. It deserves an entire video by itself. And I think we literally have a minute left.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, even less than. So